What do you think about diversity in television right now, and why your show is important for people to tune into as it pertains to that?
Right. Well, diversity is important because a dad is a dad, no matter what color he is. And this is a good, promotion for fatherhood, and to have this docu-series out there. I want everybody to watch, all races, because everybody go through the same thing. It ain't like black kids struggling and other races have the perfect situation. Everybody have some of the same drama that I have in my household, in their household, and how we solve problems and all of the conflict resolution. So I'm excited, and I want everybody to make sure you watch Rickey Smiley for real on TV One, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central on Tuesday night, and you're gonna love this docu-series.
What could we expect from from the show this season?
A lot of drama, a lot of conflict, and so with a lot of conflict comes a lot of resolution. So I'm really excited about it. I cannot wait. Issues with my nephew, issues with my son being sent back to military school, and because I had to, and I think most young men should go to military school because of the discipline and the structure. I'm really excited to watch it myself, because when I sit back and watch it and look at the edit and the cut, because I'm not in every scene, so I'm just as surprised as you will be. So I'm really excited about it.
How difficult was your transition from being such a huge radio personality to television?
Hold up, right? Comedian.
Comedian,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm a comedian first. Make no error. Stand-up comedy is what I do. Radio is my side job. And so this is just, something else where, hey, might as well make a little extra money while I'm at home. But, it's not a hard transition. I'm just being me. I'm myself on stage. I'm really not doing an act anymore on stage because I just keep everything so real. Same thing with the radio, and same thing with the reality show.
Who are some of the comedians that inspired you when you were growing up?
Oh, of course, I love Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, John Witherspoon, Dick Gregory, Flip Wilson. There's a lot of greats out there that I love.
You said something on your radio show in an interview yesterday. You were talking about how you're moving in a different space right now, and then sometimes you have to shake people off.
Absolutely.
So, can you expand on that?
Well, what I was trying to give people encouragement, because a lot of people, when they come into success and when God starts to bless you or whatever, you have to understand that you can't take everyone with you. We are so loyal, and we want to see everybody make it and see everybody have something. And sometimes what God has for you is for you. It's not for everybody. You can't take your auntie and your homeboys or whatever, because God has certain things just for you. And it's okay, because a lot of time we feel guilty for being successful, and your homeboy didn't make it, and it's just not set up for him. Everybody have to go in different directions. Some people are gonna love you despite of, and some people are not gonna love you when you make it, because they're gonna think that you have changed. Well, you're supposed to change for the better. When you go to whatever level you're on, you got to operate on that level. You can't be on this level and operate down here because you're trying to impress the homies. So that's what I was talking about, keeping it real or whatever, because even when you go on a trip, you cannot take all of your clothes. You pull everything that can fit in that suitcase, and you go on that trip, and you come on back, and maybe the next trip you can take some different clothes or whatever, but you can't take all of your clothes. That's what I meant by that, and I hope that somebody gathered some inspiration and stuff. You're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people that talk about you and stuff. And what I told people on the radio yesterday, by the way, that interview that I did on the radio is up to 10 million views on Facebook. It went viral, and a lot of people said they were crying because they felt vindicated and they got so much encouragement out of. And you just have to trust God, and you have to go to Bible study, and where you can get your foundation, because you can't build anything from the top to the bottom. It starts from the bottom up. So if you don't have that foundation, then you will not understand what's going on and what's happening to you. You understand what I'm saying? And you just have to trust God. You have to do right. And, and you're going to always have haters. And so when you have haters or whatever, you know, people are gonna talk about you. They're gonna talk. They talked about Jesus, but you have to understand you can't worry about what people say. Keep your eyes on the prize and keep doing what you're doing, because these folks don't have a heaven or hell to put you in. You understand? So God owns everything. He has the final say. So it's like what he has for you is for you. Not for auntie that make you feel guilty because she babysit you, you know, used to keep you all the time, and now you obligated to her for the rest of your life, and this, that, and the other. You just got to live your life and enjoy yourself, and keep you know, praising God.
And how important has faith been to you and your career?
Faith has been awesome. You know, we go to church on Sunday. I'm a part of Full Gospel Ministry now. My best friend is the presiding bishop, the Full Gospel, Bishop Joseph Walker. He's my best friend. I'm the father to his godfather to his daughter, and he's frat. You know, we are both members of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, and I love the ministry and the teaching in Full Gospel, and you know. But I just try to live right, and I was raised in the church, and I continue to go to church, you know, and I think if it was not for God and his grace and his mercy, I would not be where I am. So, you know, I have to continue to be faithful to God. That's why we have all of this going on, because he continues to bless. So I have to take what we're doing right now, and I hope somebody will be blessed just by this conversation. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I was really inspired about the interview yesterday, because you said that, you know, it's Mother's Day. A lot of people have lost their parents. You know, I lost my mother, and then you said something that was so important, and I never thought about it. You said other people come into your life, and then they replace those people.
What I said was, God is a God of restoration. He restores. Everything that you lose, God will always give you double for your trouble. You understand? If you lost your mother or you lost your grandmother, you can find a mother or your grandmother in somebody else until you could be reunited with your mother and your grandmother. You know, we tend to, you know, well, let me go back over here. I have places that I can go. I have some of my grandmother's friends is still living. I have places to go and eat on Sundays. I know people that cook Sunday dinner and that knew my grandmothers, and I still have that same feel and that same presence that I miss about my own grandmother. And those are some of the things that you could do just to make your quality of life better, where you won't be alone and feel like, oh, my mom died, my dad died, my grandma died. You can find a mother. I have found in Omega Psi Phi, I have found younger brothers, because I'm the only boy, because I have a younger sister. I have found a father in the frat. I have found older brothers in the frat. I have found friends in the frat. I have lost friends in the frat, and that's okay. And that's what it's all about. It's about figuring out where you are. But without the foundation, when certain stuff happened to you, you would not understand it. That's why a lot of people get on drugs, and a lot of people go crazy. A lot of people commit suicide, because they don't have the understanding of what's happening. That's why you have to go and get that word and get that understanding and get that teaching. You know, so if you ever get a chance, you better watch Bishop Joseph Walker. You can watch Joseph Walker at Mount Zion Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee, on the internet, and he will totally bless your life. It's some good ministers out there with some good. The information is there, but you just got to go get it.